Hello, everybody. Thank you for participating in this special session about the Springerbook Next Generation Supply Chains. My name is Ana Barros, and I'm a senior researcher at INESC-Tech, a research and technology organization in the north of Portugal. I'm going to share my screen because today at this session, I'm going to talk about one of the strategies that is described in our book, which is resource efficient supply chains. And why shall we talk about this? For what is the problem? Actually, the problem is that the whole world is in complete imbalance. So we have from one side resource scarcity of water, food, land, energy, and materials. And on the other side, we have a huge amount of waste of resources. We have 3/4 of all the clothes produced that end on landfill, and we have 1/3 of whole foods that is in the supply chain that goes wasted. And this is just to give you two very known examples. So what are then the key characteristics of a resource efficient supply chain? So as you can see here, a very nice matrix. We have the internal and external supply chain characteristics. So in terms of internal in the supply chain, so supply chains have to be resource aware. It means to create insights about the use of resources in the supply chain and the impact it has on performance and the environment. And then they have to act upon this awareness by being resource sparing, continuously improving operations and reduce the use of resources along supply chain stages. On the external side, supply chains should be sensitive in order to capture external changes in the availability of natural resources. And then also act upon this information and turn out to be responsive, meaning develop strategies aiming at mitigating the effects of natural resource scarcity. So during the next project, we carried out 18 case studies in different companies of 8 key industries. And then we were able to understand also the strategies companies were using when implementing one or other strategy. So here is just 2 examples of 2 case studies that we have learned. They try to pursue a resource efficient supply chain. So what do they do? So for example, the first case study, it's one of the largest consumer good companies, and they locate their manufacturing operations close to raw materials. So they have a data-driven approach for sourcing strategy, and they have a centralized data platform for warehouses and transportation management. Also, they do the co-loading with the competitors to reduce the waste of logistics, and cost sharing also with the customer shipments. So here in this practice, you can already observe some of the awareness and responsiveness that I was talking about before. And the second case study, it's from a pet food producer that has 7 production plants. And for example, they have introduced an Internet of Things technologies to collect data, monitor and process the stock points and measure the footprint of waste both in transport and storage. So again, the awareness with the data and measurement, and also then the acting upon it with the measures regarding the transport and storage. They continuously redesign the logistics networks in order to optimize routes, and they use a cloud-based platform to ensure total visibility and traceability along the supply chain. Furthermore, this case study, they work on collaborative projects with several manufacturers to share transportation. So these are two examples of the cases we studied. Also, we did surveys with several practitioners and researchers, and from all the data we collected, we were able to define the research and innovation topics for resource efficient supply chain. So basically, these are 6 recommendations of what is needed in Europe in terms of research innovations towards achieving a resource efficient supply chains. So, and then I don't want to repeat, but you can see here the same trends. So first one is zero waste production and logistics. Of course, if we want to be resource efficiencies, try to do all the strategies possible to have zero waste production and logistics. Then the traceability and management of product and processes information for resource efficiency. Again, create the awareness of the supply chain in order to be resource efficient. Then the third one, new models and technologies for resource efficient transportation. Monitoring and management of energy consumption, again, a scarce resource that we have to value. New approach to energy storage, also very important for industry, and improving data mining processes that will allow supply chains to act upon the data they are collecting in order to make better decisions towards reducing the waste in the supply chain. So this was all from my side. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be glad to answer to your questions afterwards. Thank you.